How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another day of Path of Exile, Path of Bad RNG, really. We are continuing our journey today of trying to get that elusive sixth link. Currently, I think I'm at like 3,000 fusings. I didn't get any exalts while farming yesterday, so I had to spend a whole bunch of chaos orbs to buy fusings. I have around 700. I don't have that many left. In fact, I don't have much currency left at all. I basically spent it all trying to get the sixth link. So hopefully today's the day, because if it's not, if today is not the day that we get our sixth link, we're gonna be dirt poor with nothing to show for it. Yo, Emnix, how are you doing? Hey, Pocket, I'm doing well. It's Sunday. Origin was gonna stream a little bit earlier, however, I realized that Sunday is actually chores day. And by chores day, I mean this is the day where you get all the things out of the way for the next week. Laundry, dishes. My brother-in-law, he needed some help moving. He was doing his own chores, so he invited us over. It's like, hey, come over. And then we get there, and he's like, by the way, can you move these really heavy mats for us, or help me move them? I'm like, okay. So yeah, that's how I spent my morning. I'm finally back home. Had a quick lunch, had some coffee, and now I'm here. Now, admittedly, my brother-in-law is coming again in a few hours. We're gonna be having dinner together. So I don't have too much time to for streaming today, but I did promise that I will play for a little bit, so here we are. Hi, Dream. Hope you're having a good weekend. All right, so let's get started. We are going to try and sixth link. Yesterday we dumped like 1,500 fusings and it did not work. I ended up going online and reading about, if you have 30 quality chests, what's the average number of fusings it takes to get a sixth link? And apparently it's like 850. Now, obviously variance is very high with regards to, like RNG is RNG, right? Like it was a Slippery Gym video and he used like 50,000 or 100,000 fusings and checked how many like six links he got. But yeah, he was averaging out to like 850 to 900 per six link. Meanwhile, I'm over here. I'm at 3,000 now, which was apparently like his highest, like in terms of variance. He got a six link in like 15 fusings, and he also got a six link in like 3,000 something. So I think at this point, I can safely say that I am a little unlucky. All right, so we're just gonna spam it until we get down to geez, like 300 fusings maybe. And then if we still don't have anything, if we don't have a six link, I'll just have to look for the next five link again, I suppose. Notice how I'm clicking a little bit slower. I'm like, I'm so paranoid that I'm actually rolling over six links, even though I know that's not possible. You shouldn't be able to, but for some reason I'm still paranoid. It's after all these failures, it starts getting in your head, and you think maybe there's a bug. Maybe I'm not unlucky. Maybe it's just there's a bug in the game. Sorry, don't know much about Path of Exile. What are the odds? So, there's something called quality on armor, and the higher the quality, the better the odds. I think if you don't have any quality, on average, it'll take around 1,400, 1,500. And then if you have 20% quality, it should take around like 1,200 on average. And if you have 30% quality, which is what I have here, if you look at the top of the stats of this lore weave right there, if you have 30% quality, it should take around 800 to 900 fusings. Now, I've dumped around 3,000 fusings over the span of three weeks now, I would say, trying to get the sixth link, and it's been no bueno. So yesterday I dumped like 1,500, and whenever I do that, I have to take some time, off stream, farm up a bunch of other fusings, especially since I haven't been playing too much. And yesterday I decided to spend the majority of my chaos orbs to buy some more fusings, and now we're sitting at, well, I had 700 something, around 800 to begin the day. Now we're at around 380. So I'm really hoping that we get it today. If not, our RNG is just hitting rock bottom here. Can you skip it by accident? You're not supposed to, or like they put in code where you can't skip it. But after 3,000 fusings, like, I'm ready to believe anything. I'm ready to believe that there's a bug in the game and that I actually rolled over a 6-link. Yeah, the game is supposed to stop you. When you try to do it, it'll bug out. Or not bug out. There will be a message that says, you know, you're already at 6 links, you can't keep rolling it. And it's to stop you from like making that exact same mistake. Like, you dump 3,000 fusings into a piece of armor, and you finally get the 6th link and you accidentally roll over it. That would be terrible. All right, I'm at 180. I think I need to slow down and look for the next 5 link, because it looks like the 6 link is not it's not happening today. Ah. I guess I could keep going. Maybe the next 5 link I'll stop. The next one. That's gotta be the one. Honestly, I don't understand how we're just getting so unlucky though. I guess I do understand. RNG is RNG. I guess, you know, it happens, especially since in past leagues I have gotten quite lucky over, you know, over many leagues. 6 linking hasn't been a problem for me for a long time. And normally I go into it with like 1,000 fusings, and typically I get it. I've never hit terrible RNG. Is it possible for a 7 link? A 7 link. Well, a 7 link assumes that it's 7 would be, you can only have a maximum of 6 sockets. So in terms of like physically linking, you can only have 6 sockets linked. But a 7 link, what it implies is you have a piece of gear that's like grants the ability with, you know, level 18 faster attacks. Like, it's part of the gear. I don't think I have anything like that. Maybe I do. Have any helmets that's like that? But typically there's like a link within an item already. That's the only way you would get a 7 link, which is like a 6 link plus an extra skill gem in the weapon. So this weapon, for example, say this weapon can go up to 6 links, and then in this weapon also says socketed gems are supported by level 2 chance to flee. So you have an implied or implicit extra link, and that's how you would get 7 link. Otherwise, 6 link is the maximum in a piece of gear. All right, we're back to 5 links. At this point, we've blown through, let's see, 3,700 fusings and still no 6 links. So I think it's safe to say it's been a little bit unlucky so far. It is what it is. We still didn't get it. We'll try again. I guess next week, because I need to farm up some currency this week, right? Man, that really sucks. Well, one thing I can focus on now, I guess, is to complete some map bonuses, because I haven't really been working on those. I've been just trying to knock out Cyrus. RNG is a bitch. It really is. I mean, that's you know what? I can't complain too much, because, like, when you get bad RNG, it feels bad, but then when you get good RNG, it feels great. So, you know, you get the good with the bad, and it's like literally why I play this game. So I can't complain. Like, it can't all be good. If it's all good, there's no bad, you know, like... Or, I mean, if it's all good, it probably wouldn't feel that good. You wouldn't feel like you got lucky. And you know, I play this game so that I can get that feeling of like gambling. I'm a gambler, especially in games, I guess. Yeah, at least when you get it, you have a story to share. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's the thing. That's the argument with regards to like deterministic crafting, right? A lot of people want the ability to deterministically craft things without it being too difficult, and it's like in those cases sometimes you don't have good stories.
Leave the mask on.
You think about like all the exciting moments that you've had in the game, and like a lot of them are like, you know, oh my god, so I was
callous machine.
I was down to my last 50 fusings. I was like, you know what, fuck it, YOLO, and I dropped down to in my last 5 fusings I get the 6 link. What a day. I was shaking, you know. And it's like, people probably don't want to admit it, but those are probably some of like the most fun moments in the game. It definitely gets the adrenaline pumping. Like full disclosure, Path of Exile, for those of you who don't know what like you're getting into, it's really just like a slot machine simulator. You're just gambling. And as long as you recognize that and know what you're getting yourself into, it's like it's fine, right? Like gambling is all fun as long as like it doesn't turn into like a real addiction where like why does gambling ruin lives? Because it's addicting and you end up like throwing real money into it, right? Path of Exile is like, it's gambling light because all you're losing is time, which could be bad, but you know, that's like all games. If you get addicted to games, you know, you're gonna be losing a lot of time, you're gonna be playing a lot of it. I wanted to give it a shot, but my tendonitis doesn't deal well with Diablo likes. Oh, okay. I totally get that. It's a very, very common problem with Path of Exile, I would say. And I do agree that's something that needs to be addressed. When people online keep complaining, like, oh my god, GGG, how can you release more shards into the game? Like, think about our health. I, like, completely agree with it. Like, I know GGG is trying to, like, add impact to the game by saying stuff like, you know, instead of picking up... It's more worthwhile to pick up a bunch of small things than to never pick anything up and then occasionally get one big thing. I understand what they're trying to say, because that's the reason for shards and stuff, right? Basically, like, if we make things bunched up, so instead of you picking up a bunch of small things to collect your big thing, we make it possible for you to collect this one item, but that item's really rare. That's not much fun. You just never see it. So instead, you see all these shards that you can work towards. I get it, but it's like, it's terrible for like people with tendonitis. You just end up clicking a lot, and this is a game like overall you're just clicking a lot because it's a looter game. You're just picking up items and, you know, hoping for the best, and all these crafts, everything takes clicks, right? One thing I will say that I'm very hopeful for is controller support for PoE. I hope this comes one day with like a decent implementation. I know that there's controller support in the sense that, you know, we have console PoE, but like from my understanding, it's not great. Like it's you know, it's a bit of like an Omega lol kind of situation. But like I've been saying this a lot, you know, I'm starting to become a fan of like them implementing some form of controller support, because at the very least, if you have to implement controller support, they probably need to address the clunkiness that is, you know, like all the clicking in the game, right? Otherwise, like, it barely works. Imagine trying to pick up anything on a controller and it doesn't like auto target those items, right? So like all the things GGG will try to do in the future, and I don't know what exactly it will be, but I think it takes a large amount of things. One being, you gotta minimize the amount of stuff on the ground. If there's too much stuff on the ground, you're playing on a controller, it's too clunky to figure out what to pick up. And number two, like, you know, like maybe like auto targeting loot or something with like the direction keys. I don't know, something like that in that kind of realm. Once you get to that point, I think it would get a little bit better. Auto loot settings like Ragnarok. So auto loot is never gonna be a thing. I'm just like it won't. Let's be straight here, right? Like auto loot will never be a thing in this game, especially with the vision that GGG has, unless they just somehow fall to. It won't even be like user pressure. I guess if all the players decide to quit the game because of auto loot, maybe. Or if like China influence just ends up being like very, very great, like the Tencent influence, and they're like, hey man, if you guys want, you guys gotta make auto loot, but then they're gonna try and sell auto loot as like a pet or something, right? Anyways, it won't be a thing because it kind of, first of all, like enables botting. But like it just kind of goes against all the things that GGG is about, which is like, you know, item weight, you gotta choose what you want to pick up, all that stuff. But even if they implemented like easier things, like for example, if I was on a controller, like here's a problem, right? Like here, look at all these items on the ground. Similar item loot like D3 already has. What does D3 have? Anyways, going back to my topic, like even with this, right? Say like I have all these items, like these are all, let's say, decent items. Like this is one thing GGG should address, which is like, I'm never gonna pick up any of these items. Why are they even here? Let me just adjust it in my item filter so I don't show it, you know, so I don't have to see them anymore, right? But like even with things like, you know, adding a setting, so like these kinds of items, you click it and it's like it won't show again in future filters, so that I know, right? But like even if they can add some stuff for the controller where like it can auto jump from here to here to here to here to here, so that I can actually pick which item to pick up, like even that would be good, right? I think they have that in the the console, but they don't have that, you know, and on PC obviously there's no controller support here. But right now you have to like move your mouse and like basically you're aiming at items, and the aiming part is very difficult to do on console or with a controller. So like, you know, there needs to be some kind of auto targeting there. If you pick up one Death's Breast, all nearby ones are looted too, but the loot explosion still shows them all. It just saves clicks. Yeah, that's vacuuming. I don't know. That's, if they're gonna do that, just combine them. You know. They kind of discussed that already with regards to like when you open a chest, if 10 splinters drop, they won't drop separately. Maybe they'll make something where all the splinters will drop together. I'm more interested in like better loot targeting. But yeah, I don't know. Vacuuming is, it's all right. I guess at the end of the day, like GGG do have some points. It doesn't address the base issue, which is like there's too many shit items, so you don't want to pick them up either way. And like maybe if there are less shitty items in the future, you don't need to like want to, maybe you don't want to pick everything up. You just want to pick specific things up. I think that's the end goal, right? I just want to pick up these specific things. I don't need all this stuff. But right now it's like you farm a delirious map. Oh, Quinn, thank you very much for the hydrate. I literally just picked up my cup and I looked up. Good timing. How are you today? I'm actually like quite thirsty. I I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty bad when it comes to like hydration. Like I can go an entire day without drinking water. An entire day, man. It's so bad. Wait, what the fuck happened to my map? I corrupted it into something else. God damn it. Take care. Posture check. Thank you. Thank you. Kidney stones are a thing. To be frank with you, it's never something I think about. It's only that you mention it now. I'm like, holy crap! Of course, it's a thing. You're right. How could I have forgotten? But you know, definitely, it's not something I think about very often. The only reason why I'm like drinking a little bit more water is just because I'm trying to get a little bit healthier, I guess. Now that I'm like a little bit more conscious, and when I say now, I'm saying like, you know, now is in general, not at this moment, but you know, these days I've been trying to be a little more health conscious, and part of that is, you know, drinking a little more water. If you insert it into a routine, it shouldn't be too hard. You know what my problem is? I'm too damn lazy. But what I mean by that is, if water is in front of me, I'll drink it. You know, I'll drink a lot of it, in fact. But my cups are too small, like my mugs, and as a result, I just like finish my water, and then I'm in the middle of gaming, and I'm too lazy to go upstairs and get more water. So what I've done is I basically got a bigger mug. And in fact, what I should be doing is buying one of those big jugs, you know, like those 5-gallon or 3-gallon jugs or whatever. And then drinking out of that. That would help a lot. But yeah, and also another problem is like I like coffee too much. And what I mean by that is I'll have a cup of coffee in front of me, and I will nurse that coffee for like half a day, especially when I'm working. You know, I get up in the morning, get up at 9, you know, start work at like 9:15, 9:20, and like I'll have like a big mug of coffee in front of me. Now, coffee is it's a liquid, I guess, but like you definitely get dehydrated from it. But I don't really think about it, because why would I drink water when I can just drink more coffee? So like I'll spend the entire day just drinking coffee and not really feeling like I want to drink water, because you know there's liquid going into my tummy. I'm good, which I don't think is actually true. But yeah, like I'll by the time it's like dinner time, I'm like, oh shoot, like, you know, last time I drank anything was at like 2 p.m. and it's now 6 p.m. because I've just been busy doing other shit. And at 2 p.m. It was the last time I hydrated, and that was with coffee. So that's basically how I'll go a whole day with no water. And that's actually a problem. My solution to that: drink less coffee. Kind of hard to do. I didn't realize how reliant I was on coffee, actually. I'm extremely reliant. My wife, I think I posted this on Twitter the other day. My wife, she broke the coffee machine. And like, I'm not even joking. I was like ready to suck on the coffee bean. I was just, I'm like, what the fuck? What do I do? There's no coffee. It was rough. It was pretty rough. Gotta go now. Take care, everyone. Glad to catch you online for once. Have a good one, Pocket. Hope you had a good weekend, and hopefully I'll catch you around. I know that I haven't been streaming as often. I don't know. I don't have an excuse. It is what it is. But hopefully I see you around. It's been nice talking to you. Have a good one.
Death holds.
We have come to an accord, I think. Cool winds.
All right. Unveil. Unveil. Got all this stuff that needs unveiling. I'm by the way,
I cannot do this yet.
I feel like today's gonna be a good day. I'm pretty excited today. I figured out that, like, basically I can figure out how well my day's gonna go. This is kind of sad. I can figure out how well my day's gonna go based on like what I've planned out for my meals. You know what I mean? Like if all I'm having is like, if all the food that we have at home is like, I don't know, like toast. You know, I'm just gonna have a couple PB&Js and that's my sustenance for the day. I'm like, man, this is gonna be a shitty day. It's all food related with regards to like how my day. I can pretty much gauge. I'm like a prophet. I can pretty much gauge my mood based on what food we have in the fridge. And today, I figured I learned a new shepherd's pie recipe. And by shepherd's pie, I mean fake shepherd's pie. For those of you who like are out in the UK who actually like know what a shepherd's pie is, it's like lamb, right? Lamb and like mashed potatoes on top or something. Anyways, this is with beef. And I learned like a new curried shepherd's pie recipe, and it's a dope recipe. I've had it before. It's super good. So I was all excited about making it today that I even invited my brother-in-law over. I was like, hey man, you want to try some of my shepherd's pie? It's like, it's what do the kids? It's bussin'. It's bussin'. It's good. So yeah, I'm actually really excited for today.
Finally, come on.
So after the stream, I gotta go cook, make some food. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be great. All right, getting back to the game itself. I mean, at this point, I'm just running some of the basically the Baron maps to try and unlock. Is it Baron or Drox? What am I doing? To unlock Baron. And once I unlock Baron, the Cyrus fight will be unlocked. Cyrus? And I'm a little concerned. I won't lie. I feel like there's an inherent problem here, which is the fact that I've unlocked more Wash Zones, which means Cyrus has gotten stronger. But I have not yet received my 6th link, which means I'm still the same as I was, you know, a couple days ago. I mean, I have bought some new gear, but most of the currency went into trying to get the 6th link. You know, I got what is this? I got a Transcendent Flash, so I had, you know, 50% more crit strike multi. It's actually a pretty big deal. And I got a Watcher's Eye, which is 58% increased fire damage. But in order to get these points, I had to refund some other points, which were like, if I had to guess, I don't remember anymore. I probably like refunded damage points for it. And I'm still a little convinced that like the amount of new damage we got is not enough to fight Cyrus. More importantly, though, because the tier is higher, Cyrus he does more damage, and that's probably the bigger problem. It's not that. You know, I want to get more damage so I can kill him faster. And the reason why I want to kill him faster is because the higher tier it is, I'm pretty sure he's just gonna like one-shot me with anything, especially with the build that I have. Last time when I fought him, I tanked a few lasers, I won't lie. I messed up a couple mechanics and I tanked him. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get away with that next time around. Isn't the Atlas mostly his damage and HP? Well, yeah. Like he's tankier and he does more damage for Cyrus, right? A5 Cyrus last phase is 50%, but A8 is 80% in the healing. Healing? Oh, like he'll heal back up to 80% in 3rd phase. Yeah, like he's tankier and he hurts more. Hey, Lestat, how's it going? You missed my my food rant. I was talking about how excited I was for dinner. I'm making shepherd's pie. It's gonna be super dope. But yeah, no, I mean it. Yeah, he's gonna be tankier and he's gonna hit harder, which means and I'm like the same. I do a little bit more damage. I was hoping that if he's tankier, my damage would scale up in the same proportion so that I would still kill him in the same time, which took quite a while last time, and I was down to one last portal. But if he's doing more damage too, I definitely don't have more defenses. And that's a real concern as well, because what that translates to is he's gonna one-shot me, and there's nothing I can do, basically. I guess what I do is, you know, dodge harder. Don't get hit. Easier said than done, at least for me. How is it possible to miss something food-related on Emnix's channel? Everything is about food. You know, I'm like a dog. I'm food motivated. Okay, three more maps, and then we've got them unlocked. Let's try and get this Maven stuff going as well. This one? How many? I need to do 3 Maven maps as well. I don't think I have that many. Does Zana have anything? Okay.
I cannot do this yet.
Enfeeble, blah 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 blah, totems. I mean, it's a little weak, isn't it? I don't want to spend too many chaos. I do not like poison, actually. I know it's a pretty silly node to roll over, but I do not like poison. Secret Grove, essences. Okay, this isn't a problem. Let's do a Zana map so I can potentially get more maps here, I guess. I could even roll get something with some pack size. I have an Elder Scarab, we can use that. And a Zana map, okay. So yeah, the Cyrus fight actually concerns me quite a bit. I don't know. Hopefully it'll be fine. It's like a very technical fight anyways. So I feel like one of the things you can just do is, you know, play better. I'm actually gonna corrupt this. Yeah, get it all into deafening. I feel like it's worth a little bit more this way. I don't know if it's worth it to corrupt every essence, but when there are 4 like that, being able to upgrade all 4 seems kind of dope. Like, how much is a corrupting essence worth? Let me check in a second, actually. Alright. Okay, so a deafening essence of doubt is 3 chaos. A deafening essence of greed is 7 chaos. Okay, and a remnant of corruption is 1 chaos. Yeah, I think it's definitely worth it to corrupt everything. I don't know. Maybe in turn's end, the play is to just like corrupt all the essences you see. Maybe not if it's just like 1 or 2 essences, but if you can get it from screaming into deafening, that's pretty good. Why the fuck would you do it in turn's end? Sorry, Haywork Hamlet, I mean, Haywork Hamlet. I thought I was in turn's end. But yeah, unfortunately, Essences isn't part of the map device this league. I would have loved for it to be. I've been enjoying essence crafting very much. Anything other than Haywork is trolling? That's a fair sentiment. Oh, I did not realize that's how this bear attacked. But yeah, I gotta keep in mind that because before the way I corrupted things is if I saw like the purple essences, which is like what are they called, tier 3 essences or whatever, the ones that corrupt into unique essences, that's the only time that I use the Remnant of Corruption. But knowing the Remnant of Corruptions are only 1 chaos each, I basically just need to corrupt on everything that's a Screaming Essence, essentially. Even that is like a net gain, pretty sure. Alright, let's keep the caster stuff. I'll just save it for later. I won't bother doing anything with it right now. Add an implicit to jewels. That might actually be decent because my Transcendent Flesh doesn't have anything, and neither does my Watcher's Eye. Or chaos modifiers. Feel like this is more fun. We go for the more hype play, which is just more gambling, right? Like, what's the hypest play you can do in Path of Exile? The one that allows you to gamble more, really, instead of the guaranteed outcome. That's boring. Ow. Change a stack of bleach splinters or a breach stone into another type. What do I have? Well, we can try the Zoth ones. How much are Zoths? 6 per chaos. How much are tools? 6 per chaos. They're about the same. So let's do this. Oh, that's pretty pog. Oh my god. Okay. Let's go. That was the more hype play. 75 Zoth splinters into Chayula? Okay, okay. What else do we have here? We have reforged new defense. I have 3 storage slots and then chaos. Okay, so the defense ones are gonna go into this. Prefix. Tier 1 flat, tier 4 percentage. Maybe we can do something with that. And then the chaos rolls I'll just save. I don't know what to do with them yet. Over here, defense and life. Let's go for the life modifiers. 9 life crafts? That's pretty dope. What would I want to do with life crafts? I guess the answer is anything. What kind of gear do I actually really need? I need a better helmet. I mean, I have the right helmet right now, which is gain accuracy equal to your strength. Cold and chaos res. But that's about it, huh? Okay. So I have a heavy belt. Let's roll life is more common on these to get life and percentage life. Life and life recovery. Yeah, it's not very good. And then this guy here, we'll just roll base life. Now, I'm pretty sure that if I were to just roll... This is what I want, I think. Yes, kind of. Actually, yeah. This is probably better than my current helmet. Which is saying something. This is more life. I lose cold resistance. Like, who cares? And I can craft a prefix. It'd be nice if I had an open suffix for me to craft more strength. I would have liked that. What do I lose? I lose 18 cold res. It really doesn't matter. Now the only question is... Only question is it worth to try and hit it with like Ashling T4? Maybe not. Okay, that helmet is actually pretty decent for me. I think that's an upgrade. I get a little bit more chaos resistance, and I get I lose cold, but I get a lot more life. So I think I'm gonna upgrade to that helmet after this. No, I can't upgrade to that helmet because this is a consecrated path 40% damage enchant. I can't. Why have I been crafting on this helmet then? Okay. Okay, that was a bit of a fail. I totally forgot about that. I should be looking into my belt then. That's probably my next upgrade. My belt or rings, but rings I want curse on hit, so that's a little bit harder to craft. Admittedly, I did find that this league I've been crafting a lot of my gear myself, which I'm quite surprised about because you would think that I did not. Well, actually, no, I did a lot of crafting in Harvest, but this league I'm doing like maybe just as much. I'm doing a lot of essence crafting, I'm doing a lot of harvest crafting. Like I am doing a lot of stuff, which is quite surprising. I don't know. Maybe it's because like now that I'm more familiar with the different league mechanics, I just find myself more inclined to use it. And even though they've been nerfed, they've still been very, very useful. Okay, let's do pack size.
That should make things interesting.
Let's do this. All right. Actually, one mechanic that I haven't really interacted too much with is expedition logbooks. I actually have no idea how expedition logbooks work. Like, I have a general idea. You just go in there, you blow stuff up. But I know that there are like many special things. I should watch a video about it. Like, you can blow up certain walls and get pits or something and get bosses. I've never done that. I've probably ran a grand total of like 4 logbooks. I have like 20 logbooks in my stash just kind of sitting there. Originally I was gonna save it for like an episode where we just knock out like 20 logbooks at once, which now that I think about it is never gonna happen because I don't clear that fast. I can't even. It'll take me much longer to do 20 logbooks. Probably it's gonna take a whole stream. But anyways, yeah, like because I haven't done that many, I actually don't really know how they work. Like all I know is you blow up interesting chests, I guess. But aside from that, I haven't really looked into it. Definitely something I need to do a little bit of research on. I don't want. That's one of those things that I don't really want to go in blind because I know logbooks are actually quite profitable. And like it doesn't take that much work. You know, you just blow stuff up, and the real question is like, what are the things I focus on when blowing them up? And I actually don't really know. It's for smarter people to figure out, and for me to just have the patience to read, I guess. I'm sure people figured it out already. I just need to find like a spot. Need to get some advice.
I cannot do this yet.
All right, so far so good. Ow. All right, I think we got him. I mean, pretty easy fight, as expected. Maven kind of messes with it a little bit. I'm really curious how the 10-way is gonna go. I haven't done too many of the 10-way fights. This might be like one of the first ones. Yeah, it is. I do need to find a couple maps where a couple more Hayward Hamlet maps because I can't actually unlock enough of the Maven stuff.
Be careful.
So like, this would be a good place to look for it actually. Is there a Haywork Hamlet? There isn't. Are there any bonuses I have yet to complete? There are, but they're on pretty crappy maps. Tropical Island is pretty fun. Find a unique item. Is there like a harvest? No harvest. Okay, what kind of encounter do I want to do? Probably this. Feel like this is gonna be pretty pog.
Be careful.
The risk is pretty high as well because it's unidentified, and if I hit no regen, I guess it's game over. Otherwise, it's fine. No regen is probably the only map I cannot do. Okay, it's not no regen. 84% quantity, 33% increased rarity, so it's not a crazy hard map. And the only reason I can't do no regen is because of mana. Man, I'm still a little sad that I didn't get my 6-link today. Okay, it looks like there's reduced regen in this map though. So I do need to use my mana flask a little bit. Really, I have this mana flask, but I'm not using it all that much anymore. My mana regen has gotten to a point where it's pretty stable, where I can sustain most of my skills. What's my mana regen? 36 a second? That's like good enough. At least from what I found.
Come on now, don't go all
I
day.
cannot do this yet.
Drop additional essence, I like that. Drop additional logbooks, I like that a little more. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do this.
That should make things interesting.
This. Here. Here. And here. I didn't hit that many runic packs, admittedly. And like with regards to trying to get logbooks, basically just want to get the big mobs, the big skulls. I don't think I blew that many up. But whatever. That's probably one of like the biggest ways to earn current, or not the biggest way, but that's probably one like really viable way to earn currency this league. Because really, if you're just steady with your clear and just make sure to do expeditions every map, like the Tujin currency is probably pretty worth it. And then everything else, I guess you just sort of sell. But that's, you know, the Tujin stuff is definitely a good way to go if you're just really lacking currency. I think what I'm going to do is, after the stream is over, I'm just going to take some time and use Tujin a couple times, do a couple rerolls, get some currency. I'm really low on money and kind of need it for more fusings. That's like all I'm thinking of these days. I don't even know what I'm going to do after I get the 6-link, because it's like, for the last 3 weeks, that's been my only goal, just to get a 6-link, which is a little sad. Normally, that hasn't ever been a problem. Just, what the heck happened?
I cannot do this yet. cannot carry this.
Alrighty. Map completed. Let's sell this stuff now. Oh, my hand feels a little weird. Have I been playing too much? Socketed attacks a 50% crit strike multi. This is a thing? Interesting. Okay, let's finish the rest of this map. Oh, there's a Legion here too. This Legion was actually a little bit easier to deal with because the rewards were like really close. Ow! They were really close to each other, so I could jump from one end to the other pretty easily. And by easy to deal with, I don't mean they're easy to kill, because clearly I just got destroyed. But like, at least I was able to, you know, unlock a bunch of these rewards for Legion. I normally can't do anything, so that's good.
I cannot do this yet.
Alright, one sec. I need to pause it real quick. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to step away for a moment. Legion is dead. Picked up all the stuff. No more monsters remaining. Is there any other cool league mechanic in this map? No, I think that's it. How many stacked decks was that? 7 stacked decks? Is there anything good? Not really. That's okay. RNG is RNG, once again. Alright. So what's the status? Where are we at with regards to... I guess the Atlas? We need 2 more Haywark Hamlet maps, and then we'll unlock Baron. We need 2 more Haywark Hamlet maps, and then we will get Maven. That's a little bit easier said than done. Primordial Pool. Primordial Pool. Okay, I don't have Maven on this map. I should actually buy it. And I have bonuses completed on all these other maps. So I'll probably do this map next. Right? I don't have any other Baron maps without the Maven. I have one here. Oh, I had another Primordial Pool. Okay, well, I ended up buying it anyways. Relic Chambers is... That won't work because that's the Elder. Okay, so then I'll need to do one more map. Hopefully I get another Hayward Hamlet map. If not, maybe I can hit a couple Horizon Orbs, I guess. Okay. A work. Pen. Primordial Pool. Moon Temple. Does Moon Temple work?
I cannot do this yet.
No, the map level's too low. It needs to be 14 and 16. Okay. Oh, so next episode, probably what we're going to be doing is trying to do our last two maps to unlock Baron. Once we unlock Baron, we'll be able to fight Cyrus. Ugh. I don't know how that's going to go. And probably get our last 2 points for Hayward Hamlet, which is probably going to go to more likely to give less common options. Maybe Ritual? 3% chance to give an additional crafting option. I guess that's okay. Maybe we'll just do more like harvest stuff. I don't know if that's worth if that's really all that worth it. Those points there. You know, a higher chance of getting the Secret Grove is nice, but less common crafting options. I guess it's okay. We can try it. But that's it for this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, as always, you can leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more updates in the future. Otherwise, keep in touch, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.